What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Getting into this episode of YNR, I thoroughly enjoyed this episode. Things are picking up on this show. I'm loving it. I'm loving the vibe, the flow of the storylines now. Especially, I'm very intrigued. The biggest storyline that's going right now that I'm happy with, that I'm loving, is the Jabot. The Jabot storyline, I'm digging it. From what I've seen on comment boards, message boards, people are loving this Jabot storyline. Is really like you can see the difference in writing. I think this is Josh Griffin's writing. I want to say. I think it is. I don't think this is Mal's writing anymore. But if it is Josh's, then you notice a difference, a bit of a difference, slowly but surely. So anyway, getting into this, I appreciate and I respect Devon for doing what he doing. Allowing Jet and Elena to move in and stuff like that. And it was kind of funny how basically Anna was basically telling Elena and Jet and all them, like, how Devon can be. Like, sometimes he could be a little moody and need his space. But that's understandable. I mean, he's been moody lately because obviously he's still, getting over the whole Hillary death and the death of their child. Like, he's still mourning, basically. And like I said, there's no time limit on grief. There is no time limit. Even though it's been a while since she passed, it's no time limit. He's in no rush to get over it. He may never get over it. Because he still thinks of Hillary all the time. But I respect Elena. Elena was very upfront with Anna and stuff like that. She was like, she's not trying to wait for Jet to get better so he could financially take care of her. And, she's not trying to get Devon to pay her bills or her student loans or nothing. That's not what she's after, because she was just admiring the penthouse. She was admiring the penthouse, saying, she could never afford something like that. But, I mean, if you're a doctor, I would never say never. You know what I'm saying? Doctors do make a very good living, even though she's currently in the beginning phases of being a doctor because she still has a lot of student loans to pay. But in due time, she will have a nice place of her own. I'm sure she will. She pays off her debt. She works hard, climb up the ranks in the medical field. Trust me, she'll afford a very nice place. A lot of doctors have very nice homes. But they worked hard to get it. You know what I'm saying? It didn't come that fast. You know what I'm saying? You got to be a doctor for a long time, for some years, and make a lot of good money and raises and bonuses and stuff and work hard and a lot of hours to afford that lifestyle. That's just what it is. But she'll get it one day. I know Devon was looking at her like when he saw her drinking out that mug, because she was drinking out of Hillary's mug. He was looking at her like, yeah, you messed up on day one, because this is the first day they moved in, and he's like, yeah, this is day one, and you messed up already by drinking out his wife's mug. But it's not like she knew, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully he eases up on her, because she didn't know. So Devon, chillax. But I like what he's doing, just helping people out and stuff. Like I said, Catherine would definitely be proud, because it's something Catherine would have done. You know what I mean? Like, Catherine liked to help people. What good is being a multi-billionaire and stuff like that if you're not going to help folks, that need the help, But you also got to be careful of gold diggers and stuff like that, too. You got to keep your guard up, too. You know what I'm saying? It's good to be helpful, but don't be naive either, I love when Jet came up in the penthouse, he seen that piano and you already knew Jet was going to get down. Jet was on that piano going crazy up there, singing and everything else. I love that scene though, and I like that Anna's getting to know her dad, and I love it. I love this family stuff that they're doing. I love it. Seeing all of them together, getting acquainted, knowing each other, and having a good time. I don't think it'll last. Because you know how people do when they're in close quarters. Soon enough, some stuff pop off. But for right now, I'm enjoying it. Devon and Elena, I like the chemistry between them. I do. I know some people were saying that they seem forced or whatever, because you could kind of tell that the writers want to put them together, but they try to slow burn it a little bit. I mean, that was obvious from day one when I seen him look at Elena and stuff like that. Even when they were at Crimson Lights the other day talking and stuff, the way he was looking at her and stuff, he was looking at her like she was a full course meal. I was like, yep, he's interested. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just didn't want them to throw Devon into a relationship so fast. I'd rather him and Elena slowly build something. Not too slow, not turtle speed, but hopefully they slow build it. You know, I think it'll be a lot better. So, anyway, moving on from that. Devon, you know, I like that, you know, he got, you know, he was there to check on Lola and stuff. He got her some soup. My thing is, I understand where Devon is coming from. I mean, this girl just, you know, she was in a coma for basically, a month? And she just had a liver transplant. You know, it's going to take her out for a while. But, you know, Lola kept trying to, you know, put up this facade like she's feeling better and, you know, she can get back, you know, to the restaurant and start working on the restaurant and stuff because she doesn't want to lose her position as head chef. But you could tell after Devon left, Lola is not 100%. She's not even 70%, not even 60%, probably not even 50%. You know, it's going to take a while. Like, you just had a liver transplant. You're going to be out of commission for quite some time. But she's going to, you could tell with Lola, she's a fighter. She's going to push herself as hard as she has to get ready for this restaurant because she doesn't want to get passed over for it. But you could tell she's not going to be, you know, she was all breathing hard after Devon left. She could barely stand. You know, she tried to put up a facade with him because, you know, obviously she just didn't want to get pushed over, you know, pushed to the side for the job. But I understand she worked hard for this, but you still got to take care of you. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't, you're going to end up back in that hospital. I understand this is a big dream of hers, but don't push too damn hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to mess up the transplant and end up back in the hospital worse off. And you know what I mean? You don't want to do that. But I feel bad for her, though. You know, she lost her dude. She damn near lost her life. Damn near lost her job. You know, but I think Lola will push through. Lola is actually one of the new characters I kind of like. You know, her, Mia. Mia, she's straight. But I like her because she's a level of crazy that this show needs. You know, she does keep some things interesting. But Lola, I like her, though. She's working class. You know, she works hard for what she wants. She's strong-minded. But at the same time, she does need to, you know, grow up and be more mature and stop being so naive to things. Especially when it comes to relationships. She does. You know, she got a lot of growing to do, but I still like the character. This whole Kyle situation with Summer, I'm like, Phyllis was definitely trying to start some shit with that. Like, she was sitting there basically when Kyle, see, Kyle not stupid. He know Phyllis is pissed at him. He know. Because number one, him and Billy and Jack were conspiring to oust her ass as CEO. Also, he was one of the people that voted her ass out as CEO of Jabot and off the board. So he knows she gonna probably be gunning for his ass. And the way she was like egging Summer on and stuff like that, showing her how Kyle might not be so loyal and stuff. And she basically laid it out for her. She was, you know, telling Summer all the things Kyle's done since he's been back and stuff like that. That proves that he's not all as loyal as Summer think he is. But of course, Summer's like, no, you're wrong. Phyllis was like, okay, look out on the patio. And Summer and Phyllis was watching Kyle, talking with Lola. Phyllis, little snarky ass, sitting there talking about, don't take that long to say hello to somebody. Phyllis was being a little damn troublemaker, sitting there talking about, don't take that long to say hi to somebody, even though that's true, because he was standing over there for a good minute talking. I mean, if, you know, you ain't got nothing going on with that girl no more, the most you should be saying is hi and bye. But he was sitting over there trying to have a full-blown conversation. And Phyllis noticed that shit. Phyllis was definitely trying to start trouble. And the way she was looking at Kyle, the way Phyllis was looking at Kyle, you could tell he's on her hit list. Oh, he's on her hit list. Phyllis is coming for his ass. I already could see it on her face. She want revenge. And she want it badly because she feels like people betrayed her. So anyway, moving on from that. Phyllis. Again. Well, Lauren. So Lauren goes to Jack because she's worried about Fenmore's. She wants Jack to sell her back 49%, Jabot's 49% ownership of Fenmore's. Jack made a very good point. He was like, first of all, why would I do that? from a business standpoint, it kind of doesn't make sense because Jabot is in financial trouble right now. Jabot spent money creating all these new products, which cost a fortune to create. They spent all this money on ads to promote the product. You know what I'm saying? Marketing, everything. They're working on marketing for the products. All of this money that Jabot already spent for products they can't put out. Like, Jabot's in a hole right now. And Finmore's is the only subsidiary of Jabot's right now that's about to turn a profit this quarter. So that's a good thing. That's a great thing for Jabot financially. You know, they could take that money and use it for Jabot. You know, put the money into Jabot. And, you know, help it solve some of its financial problems. Lauren is pissed because she basically don't want Jabot or Jack using her profits to help Jabot. But that's stupid to me. If memory serves, Phyllis made Lauren chief operating officer of Jabot. And as far as I know, she's still COO of Jabot. I don't think Jack or anybody relieved her of her duties. And she's also a board member of Jabot. I understand her first loyalty and her first priority is Finmore's. I get that. But your other loyalty should be to Jabot. So why would you not want Jabot to succeed? You are a board member of that company and you're an employee of that company at the same time. Why would you not want it to succeed? And if the profits from your company can help the company that you're a board member of and you are employed by, why would you not want to help them? You know what I'm saying? The same way Jack helped her. Think about it. Lauren, not too long ago, was desperate for an investor because Finmore's was struggling financially. Jack came in, Jabot came in and saved her ass. He had so much confidence in her as not only a person, but as a CEO, as a leader. And he didn't want to see her father's legacy go down the tube, so he invested. You know what I mean? He had so much confidence in her. He saved her. He saved her company. Now, when it's your turn to be there for him and Jabot, you don't want to do it? If I was Jack, honestly, I know he wants that profit. I would just sell her damn company. I wouldn't even sell it. I wouldn't even sell that 49% to her. I would put that shit out in the open market if I was him. Highest bidder get it. You know, because I feel like that's so dead wrong of her. It's so ungrateful of Lauren. Like I said, I understand her wanting to preserve her company, but how does this affect your company? At the end of the day, Lauren needs to realize she still owns 51%. So your profit is going to be way bigger than the profit Jabot is going to get. They're going to profit off of their 49%, but you're also profiting off of your 51%. You still have final say at your company. So why are you so worried about the fate of Finmore's? Like, I understand she feels like Jabot is on a sinking ship right now, and she doesn't want Finmore's to go down with it, but your company is not going to go down with it. You still own a majority of your company. Jabot is a minor owner of your company. They don't have a major say in your company. They can have a say, but you have the final say. So she need to stop tripping and relax. So Jack basically told her if she can come up with the money to buy out his 49%, he's willing to think about selling it to her. That was a nice compromise on Jack's part, I will say, because he could have just straight up kept telling her no, but he didn't. He was like, come up with the money and we'll talk. So now Lauren goes to Michael to see if there's a way she could break the contract. She wants to see if there's a way she could break the contract with Jabot. See, that's what pissing me off about Lauren. Why are you trying to find loopholes to free yourself of Jabot? Jack simply told you, come up with the money and I may sell you back your 49%. Simple. Find another investor that's willing to float you the cash to buy back your company. Why are you running to Michael trying to find loopholes? Michael basically told her, at this point, the contract is airtight. And then they start talking about Finmore. I can understand why Michael is disappointed in Finmore. I get it. You know, he really wanted his son to be a lawyer because you got to realize Finmore is Michael's only son, his only child. So I understand why he wanted his son to follow in his footsteps. But at the end of the day, Michael got to realize your son is his own person. If he doesn't want to be a lawyer, let him follow his music career. If the music career don't pan out, he can always try to go back to college. even though he might have to get on some financial aid or something, because I doubt Michael and Lauren want to spend the money on another college education, seeing as how they already spent the small fortune on his college education the first time and he dropped out. So I doubt they're going to be willing to do it again. I don't blame him. But Michael need to chill out. Like, let him follow his dreams. You know what I mean? If it don't work, at least he can say he tried. And then he can go back to being, back in law school, whatever he want to do. Period. So anyway, Phyllis come bring her ass up in Jack's office talking about she want a severance. She there for her severance package. Jack, I would have laughed in her face if she came in my office with that bullshit. How you gonna come in there talking about you want your severance package? First of all, Jack let her know you're not getting a severance package because you were fired for just cause. They had just cause to fire your ass. Most of all, the company is in no financial position to write you a big check. They can't write you no severance package. They're not in a financial position to do so. The company is on life support at this point. How they gonna write you a check? And now Phyllis wants to sit there and get mad, talking about telling Jack, watch your back. What are you so pissed at Jack for? Jack did what any other CEO would have done. You know what I'm saying? Phyllis needs to understand something. She was horrible as a CEO. Then she tried to sit there and say, oh, I'm the reason we partnered up with that Rebecca chick. What's her name? Rebecca Barlow, whatever her name is. First of all, Billy's the reason that y'all got that partnership. Then she tried to take credit for Jabotiques. We all know Billy came up with Jabotiques, not you. That was all Billy's idea. In hindsight, Phyllis didn't do shit as CEO. Let's keep it real. Phyllis was horrible as a CEO. She let Carrie come in, create all these products for another cosmetics company under your nose. You let her write up her own contract. You didn't even get the patents for the products that y'all were creating. You dropped the ball so many times, and it had major consequences for Jabot. You deserve to be fired. Period. So I don't know why she came there looking for some type of money. You better get on. Or because she was hoping to get that severance package because she wanted to invest in Fenmore's. She wanted to, be a partner in Fenmore's with Lauren. So basically she wanted to buy out Jabot's 49%. But now she got to find another way to buy it. Another way to get the funds. I don't know how she thinks she's going to do that. But okay, good luck. So anyway, Ashley, Abby was pissed. I don't blame Abby for being pissed because she's tired of always being in the middle. I mean, think about it. Abby's a Newman and she's an Abbott. It sucks when Victor and Jack constantly kind of put her in the middle of their feud. Now she has to be in the middle of her mother and Jack's feud. It's not fair on her. You know what I'm saying? That's why she's abstained herself from voting, because she didn't want to go against her mother and she didn't want to go against Jack. That's why she's trying to stay out of it as much as possible. And for that, I can't blame her. But Ashley made her an offer. She basically told Abby, come back to Paris with me. You could, work for my company. We, be her second in command. I mean, she told her she can name her title. She can name her salary. But, Abby appreciated the offer, but, she got her own thing because this is Abby's time to do her own thing, be her own boss. And she got the restaurant and stuff like that she's happy about. So I don't blame Abby. She's happy. She's finally doing something for her, something she's excited about. And she doesn't have to deal with a tug of war between her mom and her uncle. So Jack come in there to settle the score with Ashley, to come to some type of compromise. So basically what he wants to do is he wants basically the old routine where he's the CEO of Jabot and Ashley is the chief chemist. I knew Ashley wasn't going to go for that because that's basically going back to the way things used to be, where she basically created the products and Jack was running the entire company. She didn't want to do that. That's the old way. She didn't want to go back to the old routine. In my opinion, some people might not like the way Ashley handled things, but she has just as much right to be CEO of Jabot as Jack does. Just as much right. She's an Abbott like he's an Abbott. Biology doesn't make a difference. John Abbott is her dad in every way that counts. But I'm looking forward to this competition between Jabot and My Beauty Cosmetics and Premier Cosmetics, which are both her companies. I'm looking forward to it. I think this is going to be pretty intense, pretty fun. So anyway, hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all all thought about this episode, and I will see you all later. Have a great day. Peace.